Hello everybody, I've just filmed this base makeup look. I'll link it down below because that should be going up first. I can't imagine why I'd put it a different order. Basically today I really want to try my Linda Halberg palette. This is the Spectral palette. It's absolutely beautiful. That's what the packaging looks like, and if you haven't watched my unboxing video, which I'll link down below, inside it's very pastel-y. There's a very bright silver. It's just very unusual. I love this colour. I'm just going to do a simple look because I haven't done makeup. I've sort of done some at home. Where else would I be doing it? I've sort of done some for myself, but I've not filmed any videos since last year, and I've not really played with much colour or anything yet this year. So I'm going to stop jabbering. I'm just going to get stuck in, if I could find the brush I wanted. I'm just going to go in with a small round fluffy brush. I probably will go over with a bigger brush as well, but I'm just going to start with this and see how we get on. I'm just going to do a really soft pastel-y look with these colours, and yeah, I'm just going to play with makeup and stop jabbering basically. I'm going to go into Eerie, which is the purple colour, which I mean, that and the green. I mean, the green is why I bought the palette, which is unusual for me, but I'm really into greens. I think I'm going to do a green look 1 month, and then maybe a yellow look. Probably not yellow because I hate yellow, but that kind of thing. I'd like to do a green and then a pink. Yeah, so I'm going to talk. I said about not talking. I need to learn to do both at the same time, but I'm going to go into Eerie. I've gone in quite heavy, as you can see, and I'm just going to tap this. It's very, very light. I've sort of quickly tried this powder, but I've not actually put it on my eye. So this may not be the this may not be the best brush to use. That's probably why. It's a bit of a, it is quite pigmented. It's quite a learning curve when you first get a new brush, a new palette. It's always a bit of a learning curve. As you can see, I've gone for quite an angle there. Replicating that on the other side is going to be interesting, but you'll see why in a minute, why I've gone for that. How pretty is that palette though? It's just beautiful. Okay, so now I've got to try and do this on the other side. Did not think that through, but that's okay. I'm sure it can sense fear, so we'll be bold and brave. And I can always use a bit of concealer if I start to panic. But I'm basically swallowing. I can't speak to. I've just filmed a video fine with no mess ups. I'm covering my eye as well. I really want to use the palette because it's so pretty. If you can hear banging and stuff in the background, we've got new neighbours. It's going well today. We've got new neighbours who have moved in. They're extremely noisy, and we've had some interesting neighbours, so it's nothing new, but they are just particularly noisy. So yes, bear with that. We may have to complain about them because obviously with Bella barking and stuff, she's much better than when we first got her. As she's got older, she's settled, massively. She doesn't bark a lot anymore. But we've got to be careful. We don't want to complain and then they'll complain about Bella and, backwards and forwards. So I've pretty much got that the same. Impressed with myself then. So yeah, I'm just really building that up. I mean, I could go slightly further, and then because I've got my eyes are slightly different shapes, so I think most people's are. Because when you do makeup, you notice it more. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. Get me. I'm covering my face again. I'll switch to the other mirror in a second. So I've built that up on the outside. I'm going to dust off my brush. Just realised my jumper's covered in glitter from the spray I put on. That's fine. And then I'm going into Phantom. This formula is very powdery. Phantom is this colour here, the greeny colour. It picks up slightly blue on camera, but it's not in real life. And then I'm going to tap that, follow the same pattern basically, or area, but on the other side. Just had this look in mind. I'm going to have to switch to this mirror, and I'm going to keep covering my face. I'm sorry. It's just so pretty, that palette. I didn't want to put it down. But yeah, I've found so far with this formula, it is very powdy. Oh God, driving myself insane today. It is very powdery, but other palettes that I've had high-end makeup, the more pigmented, I have noticed that there is more fallout. This looks crazy. I do like it though. Yes, so I'm going with a patting motion, and then I'm sort of blending it out a little bit and then patting again and just building it up slowly, tapping in. I found that works really well for Jeffree Star makeup. That's sort of the only high-end makeup that I've had like experience with, so using that same technique works really well for this as well. It is pigmented. I saw reviews saying it's not pigmented, but I mean, what's that if it's not pigment? I'll zoom you in actually so you can see. There we go. How is that not pigmented? It's people who don't give it don't give it the time to build it up, or are not using quite the right technique, don't, you know, bother experimenting with different techniques, whatever you want to call it. I've just realised I've literally got glitter. That spray is so glittery. I really like how it looks, like far away, but up close it is a bit like, whoa, that is glitter. Right, so as you can see, I've gone in the same sort of pattern on the other side. I've left the inner corner and I've gone up to the line, but not like completely in it. And I think it's going to be one of those formulas where if I blend it too much, you're just going to tap all the pigment away. So that's fine. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm just going to blend the edge of this slightly. I'm going to go in with a brow highlight anyway, but I just want to soften that. It softens, so look at that, the difference. And then the same on the other side, and I'm literally just using the lightest touch for that. And then I'm going to go in with a smaller brush, if I can find it. There it is, that's the one I want. And then I'm just going to dip into a Cult, which is like a deep, I'd say a burgundy purple, is a deep purple. So it picks up really nice. And then I just go in literally on the outer, just to deepen that up slightly. I don't want to deepen it up too much because, like I said, it's a more delicate look today. But just because where I don't do liner and stuff like that, this would look really pretty with liner, but it just does not work on my hooded eyes. I've tried all sorts. It looks mental when you open your eye if you have to like go like a weird shape. If I'm sure someone will know what I mean. So yeah, I'm literally just to make my eyes look a little bit more deep, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to use that same brush dusted off just to carefully blend this together. I'm actually going to take a different colour in a second, but I want to blend it underneath a bit first. Oh, it's so pretty. Because they're complementary colours, they blend together really nicely. They're not going like a horrible brown colour. I'm just going to take a touch of Unknown, which I hope this is not a mistake, but I really want to, which is this pink colour, peachy pink. Very peach in the pan. I'm just going to take that on that small brush and I'm just going to tap that in that line, just so it gives a bit more depth. It does work. I tried it on the lid first because then if it looks awful, I didn't have to do it. But it does look nice, and I'm not like doing it for the pink colour, it's just to bring it together. It looks so nice. I'm so pleased that this is working. I'm always, even now after like a couple of years, I'm always still surprised when something actually looks how I imagine it will look, which is crazy really. It just means I've got no like faith in myself at all. That's fine. That's something we can work on. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just using tiny, you can't see. Now you can see, as you can see, I'm just using tiny, and I'm holding it like a little pencil. Yeah, tiny little brush, and I've hardly any pink on there, but as you can see, it's just brought it together enough. Then I'm going to dip back into Eerie with my little pencil brush and just deepen out the outside of this, back into that purple colour that I used the first colour, just to get that shape exactly how I want it. And then I'm going to dip into the Infinity palette, which is her face palette, Linda Halberg's, and I'm just going to use, I think, Virgo, which is a champagne highlight colour. I think that will go best. I don't want anything too thing. I mean, I can go into Milky Way if I don't like the look of this, which is the brighter one. And I'm going all the way along my brow bone because I really want to like make it stand out. Bella might bark in a minute, just a warning. Someone outside. Normally if she can hear people outside, she barks, so. There we go. That's so much better than how she used to be. She'd literally go berserk when we first got her, when she was a puppy. She would just bark and bark and bark. It was really hard to calm her down, which she's, as you can hear, she's so much better. One little bark out of her and she's quiet again. She's such a good girl. And then I'm just going to take that fluffy brush again. As you can see, I've highlighted quite heavily. I did dip into Virgo in the end. I don't know why I'm looking at this palette because it's the wrong one. But yeah, I'm just softening where I've highlighted. And then I'm going to go into Abstract, which is this like shimmery, it's hard to get it on camera, there we go, shimmery blue, and it's got a purple reflex, which I think will go so nice with this. I am going to do underneath as well. And I'm literally taking a little bit on my finger, as you can see, and then I'm just going to tap this over the lid, concentrating it in the centre. Hello. And then just like a little touch of it. So where we put that pink underneath is basically where I've sort of started going up, a bit like a halo eye or a spotlight eye, whatever you want to call it. But I don't want it to look overly I can't speak today, overly shimmery. There we go, it's just a little touch of shimmer, and I might touch back into that occult colour and just deepen up the outside just a tiny bit more. But as you see, I always go straight into the centre where we put that pink, so that the most shimmer, and then I'm tapping up slightly and then to the sides, so that you get like so it makes your eye more open, especially where I've got such hooded eyes. Then I get a little bit of shimmer here and it just makes my eyes look more awake. And I'm not gone for like full pigment, if that makes sense. I'm not gonna like wet it and get the full thing. I just want it to be a hint of blue and purple sparkle basically. And then I'm gonna dip back into that occult shade, the deeper colour, and just deepen that again over that shimmery abstract colour. The same the other side. And then I'm gonna run that underneath. With my pencil brush. You can't see. And then into Eerie, just blend that over the top, tie it all together. I am going to blend it down slightly as well, and poke myself in the eye. Apparently that's part of the look. See that I'm going the red eye. But I've kept this really delicate, really soft. I really like how that. Have I got a bit of fallout? Yeah, I have. Tiny bit of fallout. I'm just going to flick that off with my blush brush. There we go. Then I'm going to go into Eerie again and run that even more underneath, just to give that like purpley look. And something I like to do to open up my eyes. Bella's going to bark as the post is going by. Okay. Lay down then, good girl. That's a good girl. Yeah, as I was saying, something I really like to do is take the sparkly colour I've used up above, I do this quite a lot, and just gently tap it over. You need to be quiet. Gently tap it over where I've put the under eye makeup, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of Abstract and just tap that over the inner highlight, so it like brings it all together. I really like how this is turning out. Yes, yeah, we know, we got it. Someone went by. There we go. Oh, I really like it. It has turned out exactly how I wanted it to as well, which is rare, basically. Sometimes I'll think of ideas and I'm just like, it doesn't look how I wanted it to. I'm just going to take a little bit more of abstract on a brush and just tap over. And then I'm going to add mascara, just filling in that little bit. That's what I like about this, is you can just sort of think, actually, I want to add a little bit more. Oh yeah, I really like that. Because it just sits over nicely and it picks up the green here, it picks up the purple this side, it's picked up that deeper purple shade. It just looks so, I'm so pleased it's turned out how I imagined. Right, I'm going to zoom you back out. Time for oh, hello. I haven't played with colour for so long, it's just so nice. And now for mascara, and we're doing good for time as well. I might have time to do my other video I wanted to do, so that's good. And I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes. I have to curl them like quite a lot because I've got very pointy, I've got long-ish eyelashes, but they point straight out. So when you put mascara on, it's just like, why have I bothered if I don't curl them? And these are, I think they Bang Beauty. I think so. I can't read that. I can't remember what make these are. And then I'm going into my Revolution mascara, which is my absolute favourite. It's a fantastic dupe for the Lash Paradise, and it's cruelty free. I like to go like on the outside and then bring it on the inside to make my eyes look really open. There we go. Am I going to do bottom lashes? No, I don't think I do want to. I'm just going to brush away this bit of, a tiny bit of fallout from the glittery shade, but not much. And again, as I say, I always do the outside. If you've got hooded eyes, it's a good technique to try. I do the outside, working in with like the tip of the brush. And then I blink into it to get like even more pigment. And I don't do the tops as such, like some people do, because it weighs my lashes down. Oh, I managed to catch it. I can cover that in a sec. This I keep saying brows. This eye never turns out as good as the other one. I think it's because I tend to go a bit too heavy. I'm just going to touch the ends again. There we go. That's the eyelashes. As you can see, I like a nice bit of mascara, and I think it makes the eye look stand out as well. And then what did I decide for lipstick? Oh yeah, I probably should use a lip liner. Does this match? Yeah, I think so. I think I've got a lighter one somewhere. There it is. That's better. That's a better colour. Nearly forgot a lip liner. Right, I've already got lip balm on. So I'm going in with the Bourjois Contour Edition in Coral. And I'm just going to slightly overline, not by much. Hoping this goes with the eye look. Yeah, it does. Like a nudie colour. I feel like I've still got a bit of fallout on my cheek. I can see it out the corner of my eye. It's annoying. I think this on its own would look really nice, but I am going to go in with the lipstick. I mean, an even more nude colour. I will probably pat this down because I think it's going to be a little bit too bright. That's not what I'm going for. It smells amazing. This is the I'll read it out in a sec. Okay. This is the Model Co lip cream, matte lip cream in Peachy Nude, which is, it's just a hair too bright for what I wanted. So I've got no tissue. No, thought I did. Oh well, use the old. Alright, I've got a clean headband, I'll use that instead. I'm just gonna blot that off. How's that? Alright. That's better. That's more what I was thinking. And then I'm just going to tap a little bit of the lip plumper on top of that I used underneath. I'm just going to rub it on my hand so that it doesn't peel the colour off, because that's never happened before. I feel like a brown would have gone really nice with this as well, or just a gloss even. So yeah, I'm not sure about the lip colour, but I really like how the eyes turned out. And so yeah, that's everything. I'm not going to mess around with my hair like I normally would, because it's been up in this for ages and it's just going to take forever. So to spare the time and your sanity and mine, I'm just going to leave it like that. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me down in the comments if you let me know down below in the comments if you enjoyed the video. What colour lips would you pair with this eye look? Would you just go for a gloss or an even more nude shade? I probably have got one somewhere. I thought that this was lighter than it is, but it's fine, it looks okay. And yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.